Unbreakable, released in the year 2000, starring Bruce Willis, Samuel Jackson, directed by M. Night Shyamalan of The Sixth Sense fame. Uh, and okay, let's just get straight into the review. No messing around, sort of thing. I'm that kind of guy. I like to just get on with it. So right, okay. Unbreakable, starring Bruce Willis, which I've just said, so now I'm saying it again. Right, okay. Okay, I remember that when this film was released, it was very mysterious, and I didn't really know what the film was about as such. And all I knew, it was kind of like superhero, but the trailers weren't really that action packed, so that's what I associated with superhero films. Anyway, I'm getting reminiscent too much. Basically, the plot of this film: a man played by Bruce Willis named David Dunn. David Dunn is played by Bruce Willis. He is the sole survivor of a major train crash. And he comes out completely unscathed. He's got no scars on him, no cuts, no bruises, no broken bones, nothing. He's totally fine. Everyone else is dead. David tries to carry on with his life, but he is contacted by this mysterious art dealer who specializes in comic book inspired art and general just drawings of superheroes and things like that, and all sorts of comic book mythology and all. Basically this guy is big on comics, and we find out through flashbacks and to Elijah's childhood that he was a very sick child. He was very much he could never go to school because he suffers from this disease that gives him very brittle bones, and he's very fragile. He's had loads of accidents in his life. I'm sure he tells us at one point how many bones he's broken, something like that. He does explain to David Dunn what his condition actually is. But basically what follows next is sort of a journey for both men who but more so for David, because obviously he's the main character, and it's kind of going on this assumption that he is actually a superhero. And we find out things about David's past. We find out he seems to have this special ability: when he touches people, he can sense any sort of unrest or any sort of misdeed or criminality, things like that. So he does have special insightful powers, and also we know that he can't be hurt. It's almost Superman in a way. I have to say Bruce Willis' performance as David Dunn, totally fantastic. It's probably his best performance I've ever seen Bruce Willis in. I grew up watching Die Hard. I loved him as an action man and all that sort of thing. But him in this film, he's so like subdued, and it's so unlike him, but in a good way. He's not the big tough guy, even though he's playing a superhero as such. He doesn't go for those big, like, sort of loud. It's not a big loud performance like, quite a few. We know quite a few of his movies for. In this film, he's very subdued and subtle and quiet and world weary. Really comes across as a very, like, almost sort of broken man as such, even though he is, he does have this amazing, almost force of nature, you eventually find out. But yeah, Bruce Willis, brilliant in this film. Samuel Jackson is very good. He's very mysterious as the mysterious Elijah, aka Mr. Glass. He's he's Samuel Jackson's just brilliant in everything he's in. But so in this film, he kind of gives a, he's kind of winging it in a way. He's kind of just playing Samuel Jackson, but that's never a bad thing. Sam Jackson is just fantastic as an actor, and he is good as Elijah Price, the man who's also known as Mr. Glass. The direction is brilliant. M. Night Shyamalan. I'm not an expert on M. Night Shyamalan. I haven't seen all of his films, but I've probably seen enough of them to know what sort of writer and director he is. It's the cinematography, the writing, the directing, all good. Very, very professionally made. It's very well written. Lots of good scenes, really good scenes, and I can appreciate this film much more now that I've seen it as an adult. And yeah, I like this film. I really like this film. I'm going to give this film 3.5 stars out of 5. Yeah, it's a bit of a slow film. It's not my favourite film of all time. I'm not going to rush to just watch it again anytime soon, but it's definitely worth seeing at least twice. And I look forward to reviewing Glass because I've already reviewed Split. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the review. Stay tuned for more. I look forward to watching Glass. Thank you very much.